with Nate and Gabriella, his beautiful bride. Over 8 years ago, just to give you a little history, on May the 26th, 2015, I got an email from a very happy Nate. And that email has stuck in my memory. Before I was to write something, I went back and looked at it. He'd been spending time with a girl named Gabriella. They went on hikes together, took Cusco and Loki to dog parks, and were having wonderful times. From the tone of that email and what was said, I realized, maybe before you did, I said to myself and in my heart, this is the one. He has chosen her with his heart, and she has chosen him. And I was just tickled to realize what was happening, and I was very glad. So Nate and Gabriella, the wedding card that we sent to you was to congratulate you on finding a precious love together. And one thing I've thought about is that you haven't just found that love and good life together. You've built it. You've already built a life of appreciating one another for who they are, of collaboratively working together, most recently working on your house, and of playing together on vacations and just in everyday life. You are two very different people with different personality types, but you've talked and talked. You've been in a relationship for years now. You've learned to understand one another's ways, and you get along very well. When I spent 2 days with you at your house, I did a lot of observing, and I was impressed. I saw you resolve differences of opinion quickly and amiably. You've learned what is of minor importance and to just give way on those things, and what is of major importance and needs to be discussed at length. One thing, this is just a cute thing that I saw you working together. Gabriella cooked us a fabulous dinner one night. And I saw the two of you clear the table and clean up the kitchen, working together without running into each other. And in 60 seconds, I kid you not, it was done. I just stood back in amazement. And I don't believe I've ever seen anyone work together so quickly. It was like finely tuned choreography. And it showed me not just that, but how well you've learned to work together. You've learned to communicate with words and without words. And it's just fabulous. Gabriella, welcome to the family. And Richard and Mel, Rick and Karina, and all of your family, we're just glad to be family with you. So let's raise a glass to Nate and Gabriella in celebration of their marriage.
Hi, everybody. Nate and Gabriella, honored family and friends. I'm Dan Heinz, Nate's dad. Nate is a 15th generation descendant of John Robinson, who was a professor at Leiden University in the Netherlands, and more famously, pastor of the Pilgrim Fathers, whom he sent to repopulate North America and start a new faith community. Nathaniel is also an accomplished escape artist. Oh no! When he was just 7 months old, he was already so strong, and he made his first escape. He would jump up and down inside the crib and somehow swing that leg up and over the side, push himself onto the floor, and crawl away. Then, at 8.5 months, on Mother's Day, he took his first steps and was soon walking out the door. Diane and I knew that we were in for the adventure of a lifetime. I'll never forget how Nathaniel invited his little brother into all of his adventures, 4.5 years younger. Beside our house in the high Andes Mountains of Peru grew a lucuma tree, 30 feet high. and Nate had all of his assigned perches to get himself to the very top of the tree. Well, great. But one day, Joel found himself following those perches, and he was at the top of the tree. So that soon turned into a life-threatening situation for Joel as he clung on for dear life. He couldn't see any branches below him. Nate patiently and carefully guided him step by step where to put his foot in the branches hidden below him. And little by little, he made it safely back to the ground. And here he is today. Joel's still here with us. Very much enlivened by his big brother. I love how Nate and Gabby complement each other. Nate is stable and fearless. Except for the things that I haven't seen since he left the house. But he has a good analytical mind. Unfortunately, Nate inherited from me the inability to understand and express emotions well. Enter Gabrielle. Ever since we met, I'm impressed with her incredible sense of beauty and creativity, and she much more quickly recognizes emotional undercurrents as she interacts with people. Especially for both of you, Nate and Gabriella, I've selected a passage from Ephesians in the New Testament. It says, "Wives, Gabby, understand and honor your husbands. Husbands, Nate, go all out in your love for Gabby, exactly as Christ did for the church. A love marked by